Paradize Life. Woo! Awesome. Paradize Life.
It could be a special someone to somebody, and we could be right here giving it love, seeing it grow, and giving back to people.
Awesome. Paradize Life.
That is awesome.
Awesome. Paradize Life.
It's called the Keshi Foundation. Have you heard of them? I have not heard of them. Who are they?
Well, would you like to have pollution-free technology?
Yes, don't we all?
Yeah, I think everybody would love that.
Awesome.
Keshi
Paradize.
Foundation
Awesome.
recently on Earth Day,
Awesome.
they're out in a country called Dubai. Dubai is a pretty oil-based nation, and they
Ooh!
welcome
Awesome.
Keshi.
Paradize Life.
And he has designed
Awesome. Paradize Life.
technologies to bring us from Earth all the way to Mars in 3 weeks.
Really?
Yes.
Wow,
With
now that's cool.
It is, and it's pollution-free technology. He also can help us feed the planet and make sure that everybody has safe food and safe medicine. I really admire Mr. Keshi, and I hope that every nation, not just Dubai, will really, wrap their arms around what he's doing.
So is his plan to like kind of grow things in another planet and bring it here?
No, actually, we talked about love and the love for our loved ones and for nature. Well, there's someone named Dr. Emoto and Einstein and Keshi. And then I know someone named John Roy. They're
Oh
all.
my gosh, I'm sorry. I am getting dizzy.
Oh,
I need to sit down. I am so sorry. Is this like
It's
I'm
okay.
feeling so dizzy right now.
You drink some water? You drink some water?
I think I just need a moment.
You're gonna be fine.
I know.
Let
you
take.
with somebody you care about?
No. I mean, I'll ask my grandpa, but it's not that. I'm just really feeling weird. It's my physical body.
It's okay.
I don't know.
They teach you breathing.
I feel like no, I feel okay now. It's just I feel like dizzy too. Maybe it was the gravity.
Okay. That's nature. Sometimes nature just playing with you.
Yeah, I'm okay now.
Well, we were talking about new energy and how love really is the most powerful force in the universe, and it keeps the world going around. And it's sometimes people feel lonely, or maybe they might go through a time of feeling grief or shame, or that they're not worthy. And part of the paradise life is everybody has something to bring to the paradise life. And we all go through ups and downs. That's normal. So always know that there are support teams there. You might be a mentor or a teacher, or getting out into nature, just having some quiet time to listen to your own heart as a guide, like a GPS.
It is true. That is very true.
Yeah.
If you want to stay true and enjoy the best things in life, and try whatever you can not to get lost, because we can easily get lost in this world with different things that is not part of us, but somehow we end up involved in it. The best way to stay out of it, and I guess really stay in track to who you're supposed to be, is to really follow your heart. If you stay true to your heart, there's no way you could go wrong in life. So that's really true.
Yeah, it's like learn to listen to your inner voice. And so we were talking about love being the strongest force in the universe, and as you extend your love out, it's like you receive so much. It's not like you're really giving up.
Yeah, you're really not. You're really not. When you love and you give that love, that some people might think you're being weaker, you're being softer, or you're actually being a lot stronger. You're giving more to yourself as well. And the things you receive out of it, it's amazing. there's no words to describe it. Your own love giving will give you your own love experiences, and the best ones.
Yeah, I was just out in a place called, well, it's in Florida, and they started a new center called the Central Sun. And when I went out there, it's like I've been on this journey, and we were talking a little bit about meditation. And meditation really is just coming back to true self-love and understanding of who the true self is and how we really all are interconnected. It's like trillions and trillions and trillions of life forms, but they're all expressions of God or expressions of love manifested into these unique, incredible life forms. And so when you realize that, you wouldn't want to hurt, other aspects of yourself. And you also really come to cherish what's all around you. Well, there's a central sun literally inside the core of our earth, and it radiates out love. So we were talking about the love blanket around her. There's also one inside the earth that radiates out pure love.
So
And
there's one
inside
in
your heart that
giving,
radiates out.
there's one in the outside, giving it in, and there's one in the inside, giving it out.
So from
Wow,
the
that's really good.
Yes, so from the inside out, our planet is healing, and the beings and incredible life, all of this diversity all around us is also healing. Because we have been through and endured a lot as a planetary culture, different types of calamities, and many people have been traumatized emotionally or physically. Well, the message of Paradise Life is we can bounce back and
Attention to the world. Attention to the world. Attention to the world. Jumpstart Entertainment. Bring you Paradize with the host Alexandra. Check it out, yeah.
strong. It's like love really is the most powerful force in the universe. It can heal broken hearts. It can heal physical wounds also. And sometimes the most difficult ones are emotional scars. I know a lot of children who have been traumatized in different ways, women. Well, we were talking about hosting a series of tree planting parties.
Oh,
When-
that sounds like fun.
Yeah, maybe we'll travel to the Dominican Republic, to Haiti. We'll get kids in school, and everybody can get out into nature and plant a tree, and that represents the tree of life and of abundance.
Growth,
Yes,
rebirth,
yes,
healing,
yes.
unity too. Because once you're with planting that beautiful plant, you can actually feel the connection between us humans and trees. It's really no difference. They're all the same.
That's right. And there's like a flow of energy. We were talking a little bit about Einstein, who's well known for his study of energy. And then there's someone named Professor Emoto. He took a series of pictures of water crystals. And water crystals, it just shows how everything responds to love. He has these pictures, and if you visit, his name is Emoto. If you visit Dr. Emoto's website, the pictures there show the power of our words. When you express love in your words and phrases, when you have prayers that are positive and uplifting, and when you believe in a saint or a loved one, all those things actually change the formation of water, which he photographed. And it just shows that our bodies are also made up of 70% water.
Yeah, it's a lot of water. So
Yes.
if words can impact a little bit, crystal water, imagine us that we're 70% made out of water. So we have to give each other love, and we have to say lovely things to each other,
Yes.
Let's just
Yeah.
keep it healthy,
That's
people.
right.
Let's give each other love so we can grow too. So we can grow into beautiful beings and help each other give the best and the most out of us to this planet and each other.
Yeah. And really, that is what it's all about. And it doesn't have to take that long. If you imagine that this country of Bhutan is already pollution free. So I really feel as we are into spring and summer, we can really raise a positive momentum to accomplish this in the United States.
I think we can.
So that's one of the awesome things. And we're also encouraging people to look at the abundance of tree food. The tree food, yeah, it's like getting back to the Garden of Eden. And when you look at the sacred geometry,
research on it, but people from the Amazon and even ancient people before us, they used to actually know which fruits or which plants or nuts or anything could be used to heal humans or any kind of specific disease just by the color and shape and look of the fruits or nuts or vegetable.
there is something called ibogaine, and then we have ayahuasca and combo. There are actually thousands of herbs that can help medicinally heal people of really intense addictions, even cocaine, heroin, alcoholism. These things, with a spiritual guide there with you and in a hospital setting when needed, can help people literally in one day. So I'd like to make sure people know you don't have to struggle. America, be free of drugs, and I think it's really important. We really can enjoy and beauty. I'd like to share that I used to be about 40 pounds overweight, and I went through depression. Well, I haven't had that in well over 20 years, and I actually feel like I'm in my early 20s. So I know people who are in their 70s, 80s, on up, and they feel better and more vibrant than they did in their 20s now. And what they did was they switched to a paradise life. They switched to what's called raw and living food lifestyle. And it's just getting back to the natural enzymes, what we call the divinity, or it's like nature's signature. And nature is just filled with life. And so part of this shift that's taking place and coming back to love and coming back to life is that we're recognizing life begets life. And the things that we were doing as a society and culture that created a generation of premature death and suffering, we can flip the switch and make the shift together and really have I look at you and it's like the next generation can grow up healthy, and you don't have to go through the detoxing that this generation has to go through. So it's really awesome.
So I have a question. So are you a vegan?
I am, yes. And there's terms like flexitarian and vegan and vegetarian. And I look at it as just kind of an aha, an awakening when you realize, hey, I want to let all humans thrive, and I don't want to contribute to cruelty. And so for me, it was really an awakening, not so much for the health reasons, but for compassion. Because I loved animals when I was a little child, and I always wished we could have pets, and I would visit all the neighborhood pets. And so I really chose for reasons of ahimsa, and just because I'd like to see other life forms be able to live their lives and raise their children.
Just as we do, I guess.
Exactly. So, but I love the vegan lifestyle. I feel that I definitely recommend it. You just feel lighter, and it is the way to be free of 80 to 100% diseases.
So I have a question, right? Because I hear both sides, from vegan to the meat eaters, and there's always like this contrast between both groups. So you was once a meat eater yourself, right? You enjoyed meat and ate it as your diet. So what was the difference between being a meat eater and becoming a vegan? Like, how do you personally feel? Like, what is the difference?
Yeah. Well, we're talking about how awesome life can be and how we really can create a paradise planet. And part of paradise is the beauty and abundance and living free of disease. So I have lost loved ones that I care about, and largely due to lack of understanding about nutrition. And I have traveled to places, the Philippines. I've seen pretty intense poverty. I've worked on different events for countries that were really struggling due to climate change calamities, like when Haiti had their earthquake. So I'm pretty well educated on what happens when we take a life. It creates fear, actually. The animal goes through a state of fear and anxiety. and that has to go somewhere. So when people eat those, so it's a learning curve, because I know that the original intention of GMO was to help us be free of starvation and to help eradicate starvation. So I don't like to point fingers at anybody. I just think now is the time. There isn't any one leader that's responsible, or any one country, for the calamities that have happened. The fact is, we collectively can join together, and we really can create a paradise planet by getting behind Dr. Neil Bernard. Now, he's one of those renowned physicians that really knows all the benefits of a plant-based lifestyle. And Dr. Neil makes it easy for people. There's a phone app, so you can just find what you're looking for in the stories. They have celebrity recipes, and
So you mean you can find whatever you're looking at the store? So the app works for a specific store, or any
Yeah.
store in general?
any store in general. And if you go to another website called Happy Cow, they have, you can put in your zip code, and you can find farmers markets. You can find what they call a CSA, and they'll deliver right to your door.
Really?
And then there's something really fun if you have a green thumb and you like gardening. It's called a tower garden. And these are hydroponic gardens that you can literally, for $45, $25 or something, under $50 a month, you can have one right on your doorstep. And in 2 to 4 weeks, you have this amazing abundance of berries, strawberries, and blueberries. It's incredible. You've got all these greens, and you can grow up to 150 kinds of plants in the tower garden. Well, they're free for the Boys and Girls Clubs, so I just wanted to share that and encourage young ones out there, and parents who have smaller kids. Look into this for your Boys and Girls Club. Teaches the young ones where the food comes from, and to really appreciate the food.